You walk around and you have the best of the best students, getting one of the best education, one of the top 15 educations in the world right now. You look out there and you're around the best athletes in all sports. You look out there, and for myself, I'm in the Walt Disneyland of coaches. I walk around in the arm in arm with Coach Jovan, national championships in water polo. I walk around with Peter Smith, national championships in tennis. I walk around with Coach Kadani, first national championship ball coach, great job. I walk around with Andrea Gaston, God bless her. She did an unbelievable job with her golf team. And then there's Coach Anna Collier, as good as they get in her sport. You walk around and you know you're with the best of the best at all times, and it does your heart good. And then to be able to bring our freshmen here, and this is their first event. They've been grinding for 3 weeks, as hard as you can work, probably saying, why in the world did I do this? And then you get to see this, and you get to see this event, and they get to see what they truly represent. They get to see what an honor it is to play for USC. That we have the honor of representing 125 years of tradition. We have the honor of representing the most unbelievable university there is. We have the honor to wear this uniform. We have the honor to play in that stadium where true gladiators have played. And we have the honor to represent you, the Trojan family. I'm sorry. We have the honor to represent the Trojan family. And that's what makes it truly special. To represent you each and every day is the honor of our lives. We know that we made some special memories last year. And that's what I appreciate about our football team right now. As many special memories as we made in that Rose Bowl, my first question to them, thank you very much. My first question to our team in spring ball was, are you satisfied? And not one hand rose. Because the fact of the matter is they're not comfortable. They're not satisfied. They know what USC is about. USC is about Pac-12 championships and national championships. It's about being the best of the best in all areas. But to get there, there had to be a lot of work that had to be done. To get there, there had to be a lot of work to be done. As soon as we won the Rose Bowl, I started writing down a couple things. And the first thing was, make sure you keep your staff. Make sure you keep the continuity that you built. And I thank each and every coaching staff member, assistant coach, all 3 coordinators that stayed, that truly trusted what we're trying to build here. To be able to be the second year in a system, to watch our kids learn that, to see how fast they're playing because of it, to see the trust and relationships that have been built between themselves and our coaches is truly special. The second thing I wrote down was this: develop the talent you have that you redshirted and make sure you go get more. I thank you to the young men that redshirted last year that entrusted their development to us, and I look at them now and what they've become, and they're ready to help us this year, and I thank you for that. I thank you to the freshman class. The freshman class that believed in what we were doing, the 24 young men and the newcomers that walked on with us. And that said, you know what, Coach, I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of something truly special and what we're getting accomplished here. And their belief in us to come here. I appreciate the veterans for leading them and guiding them each and every day and teaching them our culture and what it means to be a USC Trojan and to represent the brand. The next thing that I wrote down is make sure you keep on defining your culture. And our culture right now is team over self. We believe that individual success is only the byproduct of the team's success. There is no me, there is no I. There is only us, we, and ours. And that's what we live by on a day-to-day basis on our football team. I think I've heard the word expectations 1,000 times each day. There's such grand expectations for this season. Well, you know what? We welcome them. It is not an obligation to us, it's an opportunity. And that's the way we look at it. We see it as an opportunity to keep the victory bell here. We see it as an opportunity to keep the shillelagh here. We see it as an opportunity to bring a Pac-12 championship home here. We see it as an opportunity to win another Rose Bowl. We see it as an opportunity to try to accomplish a 12th national championship.
Yeah.
Yes, expectations are high, but we wouldn't have it any other way. That's why we came to USC. That's why every player, every coach, that's what we're here for, to be the best of the best. We welcome him and can't wait. What's our outlook? I get that question all the time. Championships. That's our goal each and every year and will always be as long as we're here. We define ourselves by championships, and it starts with a Pac-12 championship. That's where we got to get to. When you win that, then it opens up all the doors to some other really, really special things, but that is number one. There's a lot of people I'd like to thank, and please hold your applause till the end real fast, but there's people that are behind the scenes that can only make this team go. And the first one is our dynamic leader of this university, President Nikias. I thank you. I've had the great honor of being here for 8 years and to see you transform a university and see you transform an absolute giant, a sleeping giant once again. To see this academic institution rise to the top is because of your leadership, and I thank you, sir. I'd like to thank Lynn Swan. Mr. Swan, thank you for all the resources that you give these student athletes. You truly have a pure heart to wanting the best for them, and it's seen on a day-to-day basis. I thank our operations staff, Joseph Wood, Cheryl Taplin, and Sam Curtis. Head of Security, Rick Carr. Our recruiting staff, Eric Ziskin, Alex Rios, Gavin Moritz, Alex Collins, and Ryan Miller. Our strength and conditioning, led by Ivan Lewis. Video department, led by Eric Espinoza. Our equipment, led by Todd Hewitt, with a very special thanks to David Pop Scott, our mentor to all of us, coaches and players, and all of us. Training staff led by Russ Romano and Dr. John Meyer, as well as all our doctors. Dr. Magdi El-Shahawi and his staff for keeping us at the highest academics imaginable. Matter of fact, I want to tell you, I'm very, very proud of each and every one of our freshmen that had their first class here at USC. All 24 made B as a boy or better in their first class at USC, and I'm very proud of that. And that gives a lot to Maggie and his support system. A special thanks to Pete Arbogast and John Jackson. Cannot wait to get started with it. As a matter of fact, is Pete here? Can I get one, Pete? Are you here? Can I get it just one time? I can't wait to hear it.
How do you do?
Yes, sir. I'd like to give a special thanks to our coaching staff. A leader is only as good as the men he surrounds himself by, and you make my job easy. I'd like to thank our wives and our children. Thank you so much for allowing us to do what we love. I'm sorry that they're going to be away from your wives for a little bit, but I promise you they'll be home as soon as they can. And finally, to our players, a special thanks. You are the hardest working men in college football, and it's been my life's honor to have the opportunity to coach you. And I never get to do this, but I'm gonna do it real fast. This is my daddy's first event here. First event. Real fast, stand up. My best friend, my hero, my mentor, and taught me everything I know. And he made me the man I am today. So thank you, Daddy. I love you. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce our coaches and our players. Starting, before I go to Ronnie Bradford, special thank you to Coach Pendergast. Coach Pendergast, if you don't mind standing for a second. Best defensive ball coach I know. All right, well, we're going to start off with the DBs. He's been here 1 year, and he's already got a Thorpe Award winner. I can't wait until to see year number 2. Coach Ronnie Bradford, our DBs coach.
Thank you guys very much. It is a pleasure to be back here again. You guys put on a great event. I appreciate the support that you bring out each and every year. I'm here today to talk a little bit about the defensive backs for 2017. and how our camp's gone so far. We lost a couple of key components last year who have had an opportunity to go to the next level. And so it's been a work in progress trying to replace those guys. The one thing that I can say is nobody's taking anything for granted. Expectations have changed, and the guys have gone out each and every day with the effort and the motivation to make themselves better. And that's all I could ask. We've been bitten a little bit by the injury bug, but the guys have fought through it. We're coming back. We're stronger. And hopefully, we get to display what we've done so far on that first game. But without any further ado, I'll introduce you to the 2017 USC defensive backs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Trojan secondary. Number 2, Bubba Bolden. Number 21, Devin Cook. Number 16, Dominic Davis. Number 22, Shakari Godfrey. Number 27, Ajane Harris. Number 4, Chris Hawkins. Number 9, Greg Johnson. Number 25, Jack Jones. Number 18, Jalen Jones. Number 24, Isaiah Langley. Number 37, Matt Lopes. Number 8, Iman Marshall. Number 6, Isaiah Mao. Number 28, C.J. Pollard. Number 30, Yuki Kwanzaa. Number 14, Akili Ross. Number 7, Harmel Tell the third. Your Trojan secondary.